Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have quite a few really big leaks, and one of these actually kind of comes into PlayStation Plus, which I'm sure you guys know actually just recently went to its brand new updates, but as well, it actually is kind of including something that's actually kind of worthwhile. Now, I myself have kind of sassed up the PlayStation Plus at least a little bit, and how some of the games aren't the best, not really worth the value, but this one kind of adds a little bit more extra merit and makes me kind of give them a little thumbs on up if all the leaks and everything we've had a chance to see so far are confirmed, and they are looking pretty good. And so we also have some really cool news too as well from the same makers of Elden Ring with their next upcoming game coming out soon, some really huge Ubisoft game news as well, and of course, God of War, even more news on top of that. We actually have a lot of news to kind of cover up throughout this video, so I'm pretty fun to go talk about this. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys throughout the video leave your thoughts and comments down below, and definitely leave a like if you guys want. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for gaming news, restock news, leaks, or whatever. And on top of that, too, as well, make sure you guys are subscribed for the PS5 giveaway. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to follow. We have the Weebles, the Targets, the Amazon links for the sign-up fare of the PS5s if you guys still need them, and all the other good old stuff, too, as well, tied on in. So let's go and dive in the video. So as I mentioned, we actually have a little bit more PlayStation Plus news. And this is a big thing, because usually when it comes to PlayStation Plus, we want to have good brand new updates. We want brand new AAA games. We want brand new games in general to go and play, and to kind of go and compete at least a little bit with Game Pass. AAA games and proper good games are kind of required. I think a lot of us can agree on that, and that was one of my big things I kept pushing for right before the big announcements and all the leaks and the Project Spartacus, where if you guys go and put good games on it, at least relatively quickly, it'll probably get a lot more subscriptions and sales. I think we could all collectively agree on this. But one big issue with this one is they are sometimes a little bit dated, but this is at least kind of cool. So with this, we actually now have a brand new article here from Comic Book Gaming talking about how the PlayStation Plus leak reveals one of the biggest free games so far this year for PlayStation Plus, which I think is awesome. So it looks like one of the biggest, best, and most popular PS5 games is coming to the PlayStation 5 Plus. But not the base version, nor the PlayStation Plus Extra, but with PlayStation Plus Premium, the most expensive version of the subscription service, which that alone by itself is rough. We don't want to have that as a baseline, but at the same time, for $17 for the 1 month, I mean, I'm sure some people have paid the $10, for Game Pass, just to play Halo for a month or Forza for a month. I get it. I would totally get it. But basically for this one, it is the most expensive side, which does stink, but the big selling point for the PlayStation Plus Premium, for many, may be access to the PS3, PS2, PS1, and PSP games, which even for me, I mean, not really. If I wanted to, maybe for a month or two, realistically, but no, I want the new stuff. I want that good. Its library is also brimming, thankfully, with a lot of great PS4 games, as well as some great PS5 games. And there aren't many PS5 games much better than Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, which I do want to let you guys know that is probably one of my more favorite games when it came to PS5 so far, although it did come out a little bit ago, so it's not the best news. Don't forget, Game Pass does do day one, although we haven't had any games out there for a while for them, but they do day one games for their subscription. But this is still pretty good news, mainly because this game has still been selling pretty well, has held up its price point pretty well too on top of that, and at the end of the day, this is kind of Sony throwing us at least a little bit of a bone to make their more premium tier service at least a little bit better. And this all, from all the leaks, does kind of seem like it's coming to the PlayStation Plus premium library, and thankfully coming soon. It'll probably end up staying there too as well, because it is a Sony-based game, made by Sony developers, so it kind of gives a nice little thumbs up. The PS5's Games Edition hasn't been confirmed, but over on Reddit, one PS5 user noticed the game is showing a PS Plus premium title over on the PlayStation Network. This could be a mistake, especially when you consider the recent launch of PS Plus Premium and PS Plus Extra, which have thrown a few wrenches in the back end for Sony to even report on some of those issues. That's fine, though. It's not uncommon for things to sometimes be wrongly listed, but there have also been times where PSN Leaks has leaked upcoming PS Plus games in the same exact way that we're seeing right now for PlayStation Plus for Ratchet & Clank. And also, Sony will likely reveal the new PS Plus games next week, so the timing would make a lot of sense. As for PlayStation has not commented on this leak, we'd expect it to change as it never does comment on leaks, although this one is a little bit on the cooler side. So we've had a chance to go and see some of these screenshots over here. You guys can see the actual picture of the PlayStation Plus Premium. You guys see the Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and all this kind of tied on in. I'm excited for this. I do think this is good and what PlayStation should be doing with their systems to get more folks over here too as well. So the game came out pretty much about a year ago, June 11th, at this point, a little bit more than a year, and the game itself was a pure PS5 title. So it was good. It was a really good game. I played through it myself. good content, and it really showed off what next gen can really do when it comes to loading screens, when it comes to the SSD, when it comes to filling up the environments, the color schemes, options, 4K, and everything else. So I like this. I like the idea that we're finally having a chance to see more PS Plus action, and I do think, especially in comparison to Game Pass, it's kind of needed, and I'm very happy about it. So leave your thoughts and comments down below. Are you guys going to maybe try to get the premium for it? Do you guys not care? Let me know in the comment section down below. But now some even cooler news is from Software, the makers of Elden Ring, Dark Souls, and all of that, has an unannounced title, and it's as of right now in the final stages of development. Nextel is directed by Hidetaka Miyazaki, has actually been underway, and they're also hiring as of now for several new projects. So, 4Gamer.net has published a new interview from Software president and Elden Ring director Hidetaka Miyazaki, who reveals that the unannounced title remaining from the publication's 2018 interview with Miyazaki is actually right now in the final stages of development, and the next title, directed by Miyazaki himself, is already in the works. So they basically have a lot of games in the works. Plus, we've also been hearing now rumors for Elden Ring DLC and more Elden Ring content, which is awesome to see too, because I do think From Software has been kind of hitting out of the park recently for other games. Like pretty much every single game in that same vein of style has been going pretty well. So when we interviewed you about Sekiro in 2018, you said there were 3.5 development lines underway, 2 of them unannounced. Elden Ring ended up with one of the unannounced titles. What's the other one? Yes. Development is currently in the final stages. What are your goals as a director? With Elden Ring wrapped up, is there anything that you want to do in the future? I'm already working on my next title as a director, so I'd like to avoid giving too much away there. In the mid to long term, I'd like to work on more abstract fantasies than anything we've done in the past. So basically for this one, it kind of seems like we have quite a few other games on the way. It could be also the big rumor in Armored Core that we covered up quite a while ago, but at the end of the day, anything From Software usually is a pretty big thumbs up from me, and they've kind of earned a lot of their merit. Now, as well, we also have a big thing for Ubisoft for one of the most anticipated games out there, Skull and Bones. This is actually a game I'm pretty hyped up to be playing in the first place over here, where apparently they will have the Skull and Bones will be officially re-revealed as of next month. So it seems like July is already gearing up to be a decent month for game reveals and announcements, despite Summer's Games Fest concluding just a couple weeks ago. Sources have now said that Ubisoft is preparing to re-reveal Skull and Bones during the week of July 4th. Details on what will be revealed are vague, but it's understood that Ubisoft will finally confirm a release date for the long-awaited title, officially reveal gameplay, and share with some of the additional details. It's currently unclear of when the game will be released, but last week Brazil did do an official rating for the title for the game on PC, on Stadia, PlayStation, all that. So basically, this has actually been kind of a funny game drama too, because they've actually gone through a lot of major reboots, and apparently it's almost been in development for like a decade, which is like, that's at the point of like the Duke Nukem level, where it's just non-stop, showing off non-stop. But I've always been a big fan of like pirate games, these types of things in general, and also Ubisoft has done a few of these before, or even think like Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So actually really cool stuff tied with this too as well. So basically we'll hopefully be seeing a release between this upcoming next like 8 months or so. This also was tied in through a lot of the leaks that will be launched during the second half of the fiscal year. So at any point between October 2022 and March 2023. There's also been a lot of major play testing too as well, with even leaks showing off gameplay too on top of that. We're also still waiting for a few other various games from Ubisoft that have been in the works for a very long time. Although recently a lot of Ubisoft games have been kind of somewhat on the mediocre side, in all honesty. It's not been the best, but at least we've still been seeing it. Now, as well, kind of wind down the video, we also have, once again, more God of War news. We touched on this maybe like 2 days ago, but when it comes to this, we are now seeing, once again, a lot more potentials, depending on when you guys see this video, for a June 30th God of War PlayStation State of Play. Now, we keep on seeing this, we keep on seeing it referenced. It hasn't been fully confirmed as of this second, but I am so hyped up for this. I am so excited for this. I really hope we'll actually have a proper announcement for it, because we keep on seeing these leaks. We keep on seeing these rumors. We keep on seeing people saying soon. So I just want to have a proper clarification on the game itself and just want to know when it's going to finally happen. But also we might have a chance to go and see some brand new news as well when it comes to the stuff. There's going to be a lot of Sony news as well, with the new monitors, new Pro controllers, and like the headsets and all that stuff. There's just going to be a lot of cool news coming out in the next few days. So pretty hyped up. But overall, I'm kind of hyped up for the leaks. I'm kind of excited to see the PlayStation PlayStation Plus getting better, and all these brand new games are finally coming out with new games in the near future. So kind of give me your thoughts on the video itself. Are you guys hyped up? Are you guys excited? Are you guys like whatever? Kind of give me your thoughts and comments down below. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. As well, for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway, the Amazon links down below for the signups. We have the Twitter and Twitch streams, as I mentioned. Got them Weebles and Targets and all that. And I'll see you guys throughout today for a bunch more videos. Love you guys.